to our World Cruise haul, the one you've all been waiting for, from our 2-month epic adventure on P&O Cruises ship Arcadia, where we got married, had our honeymoon, my 30th birthday, and travelled literally across the world from New Zealand all the way back to the UK. And it was unbelievable, as I'm sure a lot of you will already know if you've watched our vlogs, and if you haven't, I will link them below. But today I'm going to show you all of the souvenirs and things we bought along the way. I don't quite have everything because there were clothes that I bought and wore and put away, or there's some snacks here and there that we obviously ate, but I've done my very best to get everything that I could think of or find, and I've piled it all up, and there's so many random things. So if you love a random souvenir holiday haul, then this is going to be for you. I think I'll start with everything I bought on the actual ship, because I got some P&O Cruises merch. They had a really lovely little shop on board specifically for some souvenirs that had P&O Cruises logos on and things, and one of the first things I bought was this nice 3/4 length zip jumper. I loved it because not only has it got the cute little logo, it actually has a patch that says World Cruise Arcadia 2024, so I thought I have to have this, and I nearly bought it at full price. It was about £50, and then they had a sale one day and they had 40% off. I've already worn this, it's been washed and loved already. Sticking to the World Cruise merch, I obviously had to get the lanyard. I ended up not using this actually, I just wanted it for my own memories and my own souvenirs, but yeah, it just has the logo on it that says World Cruise Arcadia 2024. I collect and love lanyards, so got that, and I also got the mug. I think this is really nice. I can't remember exactly how much it was because it was the same day they had the 40% off sale, so I bought it all together. But yeah, I got the mug, which also has the same logo. I don't know if you can see that actually, it's reflecting, and then it says P&O Cruises on this side. If you can guess what's inside this box, I'll be very impressed, but we couldn't leave this and we want to find a nice home for it. Oh, it's all sealed up, so I'll have to unseal it, but we bought a model of the ship because this is the one we got married on. It was the one we spent 2 months on board. We just thought it'd be really nice to have the model in our house somewhere. I'm thinking maybe the lounge, or we have a little shelf in the kitchen that would look really cute, but it has so much detail. You can actually see the pools and the funnel or the logos, and it's obviously an exact replica. I actually can't get into that without scissors, so here you go, you get the gist. I don't recall having any discount on this, but I think it was around £30. £36. We bought the Arcadia bear. You'll see a running theme as one of my favourite souvenirs that I picked up along the way were plush toys, and I have quite the collection to show you, but we had to get the bear. We have one from Avia as well, but again, like I said, this is the one we got married on. It says Arcadia, and he's just so cute, and he was around £15, and I think they're really lovely. They also do like a little captain with a little captain hat, which is also very cute, but had to get the little bear. In our cabin, because we were staying in a mini suite, we got some White Company products in a gift box, but I binned the gift box just because it was quite bulky, and I obviously just brought home the products. This is called Flowers, and we have the hand wash and the body lotion, and this is the exact ones we had in the cabin during our time on board. So the scent is just going to remind me of the amazing trip we had, so I'm very happy with those. That's a really nice gift. The last things I bought in the shop were actually 2 bags. So the first one I got completely for free. They had an offer going where they had these little books that you stamped a passport. If you completed all the stamps on a certain page for a certain leg of the cruise, you got a £100 voucher to spend in the shop. So we did that. You were able to collect stamps if you spent a certain amount of money or you attended a seminar, and it was actually really fun. We really enjoyed collecting the stamps. So when it came to use the £100 voucher, I really wanted to get this bag, and every time I kept walking past it, I said to Benj, that would make the perfect going to London handbag for me. It's by Katie Loxton. I absolutely love their products anyway, so I was very happy, but it was a really good price. The bag itself was £62, so to make up the full £100, I also got the whole set. So I got the little tiny card holder, which I've already used actually. I used it on the trip a few times. I think it was about £15. And then I got the, oh hang on, I do have the tag. It was £16, I wasn't far off. And then this little pouch was £22. So if you do the maths, it all added up to £100 exactly. So yeah, I've got the little Katie Loxton pouch too, so the whole thing matches. So when I go to London, I've got a nice set. I love it. It's got a nice hard bottom, long straps, just a really lovely handbag. This bag I literally bought a few days before the cruise ended, and I had been eyeing it up the full 2 months. They had it on this display, so every time you walk past the shop it was right at the front, and I absolutely loved it. And then I saw another guest using it and wearing it, and the minute I saw it on her, I was like, I love that bag. So I went to Google it to find it, and just to see if it was cheaper online, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I didn't know if it was a ship exclusive, but I just ended up getting it. So I didn't intend on having another bag, but here we are. It is so stinking cute because it's actually got little passport stamps on it, and there's one on the back too. And I loved how it looked like a little suitcase with its handles. The lining is also really nice with the stamps, and it just folds out like that. It's got obviously a long strap. It's brand new, so I haven't used it. It's even got a little pouchy bit at the back so you can pop your things in. But yeah, it's lovely. It's such a nice handbag. I cannot wait to use it. Love, love, love. So they were all the things I bought on the ship. We'll carry on with some of my miscellaneous souvenirs, and then I've also got my plush to show you and the Disney things. So let's do mugs next. I recently started collecting the Starbucks Been There series mugs, and I absolutely love them. They are the perfect size mug, and the design is so nice. So I thought I'd show you the 3 that we got. First one was Auckland, and this has got a really lovely design. So this is obviously where we flew to, where we started the trip, and I loved it. I thought it was so nice. The next one was Sydney, and I love this one. Look at the colours, so pretty, and the detail, like all the icons, they all obviously have meaning to Sydney. You've got the Sydney Opera House and the Harbour Bridge there on the front. Last one we picked up was Singapore, and again this has got loads of icons. So you've got the Merlion statue, you've got Chinatown and Gardens by the Bay over this side. Really, really lovely. We didn't get Starbucks mugs for every location we went to, just because that would have been really silly, but also it actually wasn't possible to find mugs for every place we went to. I wanted a Tenerife one, but they only had a generic Canary Islands, and I really wanted a Cape Town one, but they were sold out. For Cape Town, I bought a general mug, and I saw this in a gift shop and I loved it, and I actually went back for it the next day when I couldn't find a Starbucks one. But this is so lovely. It actually says Cape Town, South Africa on the handle. The design is so pretty. Just look at that. Isn't that so nice? I love how each side is different, and there's loads of animals on it, and you've got the V&A waterfront. It's just beautiful. I think I paid like £6 for the mug and a pin. I say it in the vlog, don't I? But I absolutely love it. My final snacks that I have left. Caramel M&Ms, if you know, you know. These are some of my favourites. I have no idea where I got these. I absolutely fell in love with Violet Crumbles. I did like the Tim Tams, but I didn't love them. Like, I think I prefer a penguin in the UK, you know. But Violet Crumble is super similar to a Crunchy bar, but I think I prefer Violet Crumble. So I ended up buying quite a lot of these on land, and they sold them in the shop on board P&O Cruises, and I bought my friends some. So yeah, I have 2 Violet Crumbles left. I'm very excited to have those at some point. Some miscellaneous beauty bits. I've got a wet brush because I lost my Tangle teaser. How I lost it, I honestly still don't know, but I saw this one and it's actually a Disney one, Ariel. So I picked that up when we were in Kuala Lumpur. I found that in a little shop. I also have a few of these little flower hair grips. I got this one in Singapore and I loved it because it matched my red dress I was wearing at the time. I picked that one up, and then I got these from a little tiny shop in Cairns, and they were like $1 each, and they're just these sort of pretty flowers, and I loved them. I had people come by and ask me where I got them from. Obviously probably won't wear them much in the UK, but I think they look lovely on a holiday. Something we chose to do to remember each individual stop we went to was buy a postcard at every location and write a little bit on the back. So the date, what we did, a little inside joke, anything like that. And it was really fun collecting the postcards. I thought I'd just fan them out, and you can see some of the postcards. Sydney, what's this one? Oh, Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary, the Great Barrier Reef. It's in the order of when we did things, obviously. Well, I love that one. That's an Australia generic one, but I really like it. We've got Batang, we have the Philippines, Manila, and then Disneyland. So I managed to get one postcard at the hotel, but didn't find any more. Vietnam. Oh, these ones from Singapore are so nice. Look at that. We couldn't decide, so we actually have a couple at some place, like this one, Gardens by the Bay. We ended up with 3 from Singapore. And then Kuala Lumpur, Mauritius, the World of Seashells that we did, South Africa, so that was Durban and Cape Town, and then finally Tenerife. So we have literally a postcard from every single stop. I didn't want to write a diary because I was already making vlogs, and I just wanted a way to still be able to write down my thoughts and just talk about, I don't know, our favourite thing we ate or what the weather was like, so that in 10, 20, 30 years, when we're rummaging through our souvenirs and memories, we can look back and read the stories of what we did at each place. I haven't looked in this pouch at all. I know there's loads of random things in here and stuff that's still in bags. I forgot what I bought, so let's go. We got these key rings for our car keys, which is kind of perfect because we actually have a new car now. So we got a little kangaroo and a little koala bear, and I don't know who's gonna have which one, but we found them in a little supermarket in Australia, and they're so small, but I love the nod to the trip. So that'd be nice to have on our keys. I didn't stop there with the key rings though. I carried on. I made these ones on the ship during an art class. I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but it was more just because I was learning how to do the macrame. Is that what it is? I got this little bumblebee from Singapore. This was from Gardens by the Bay, and it was handmade by social enterprise Teddy Thoughts, working with talented individuals, the elderly, disadvantaged and poor, to generate an income for them. My nickname is Bee, so I'm going to have this on my car keys as well. It's like a little knitted bumblebee. It's so cute. Also at the Gardens by the Bay, I got this handmade keychain. It says gardens, fallen twigs turned into merchandise. Isn't that so gorgeous? I absolutely love that. I'm so excited to have a whole massive keychain of all these nice things, but yeah, I love it. This little anklet I picked up in Tenerife at Siam Park, and it's just a little plain pink anklet with a seashell on it. I love anklets. I wear them all through the summer normally, and always on a holiday you'll see me with an anklet on. These I bought at the Seashell Museum in Mauritius, and I bought one for my mum as well. Actually, all the souvenirs we bought for friends and family, we've obviously already given out to them. I bought 3, and I asked my mum if she wanted to pick one that we could have on display at our beach hut, but my mum and I love seashells. The ocean is my favourite place. I really like this. And then this one says, keep calm and seize the moment. Again, really nice. Hand painted. A nice little souvenir. Oh, Christmas decorations. This is fun. We actually didn't buy or find many Christmas decorations because it's just not that time of year for them. One from New Zealand, one from Australia. Obviously the kiwi bird, and then the little koala bear. We didn't want anything too big or too heavy. Those were really, really cute. Good finds. Just found another Christmas decoration actually. This is the last one. This is a star that we got at the Game Reserve Tala in Durban in South Africa, and we just loved the colours on it and how it felt homemade, and it's going to look really gorgeous on a tree. You can just imagine it, can't you? The green tree with like the green and the red and gold. So cute. But also at the same place I got one of these sort of jewellery dishes. They had loads of different ones and I thought they were so pretty. So I got the rhino one, and I liked the colours and I liked the heart shape. And I'm going to use this for either jewellery or memory cards, or, you know, just bits and bobs. I did try and refrain from getting like every cute little small thing I saw, but when I was there in that moment, I just felt like that is so lovely and I have nothing like it. When we were in Port Douglas and we swam in the Great Barrier Reef, they had a shop there and I couldn't help but buy one of these. I already have a few from Primark, but they're quite small, and this one is much bigger, which suits me better because it can fit my swimming costume and Benji's shorts in when we go to a water park or a beach day. And it's one of those sort of swimming bags, and it's called the Wet Bag Guru Great Barrier Reef, and apparently they are made with offcuts, I think. But it's got a handle, it's got a zip, and it even has a little pocket on the back, so I was able to pop my phone in there at one point. Yeah, I love it. It's really perfect. I'm going to take this to the gym when I go swimming, and it's just a practical thing, but also reminds me of my time when we swam in the Great Barrier Reef. We bought some chopsticks in Singapore. We were so happy with this find, and we both said that we wanted to buy some. We order our sushi fairly regularly from a local independent family run business, and they have previously provided us with wooden chopsticks. So this was one of those items that we were like, yeah, we'll definitely get some chopsticks. Saw these at one of the first places we went to in Chinatown. They were about $10, so they weren't overly expensive. Came in a nice box. They're brown with gold, and actually at the very top it says SG and has the merlion sort of detailing. I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up. Maybe you can see just there, and it's got the thing to rest on. We've actually already used these because we had a takeaway last week with them. I put them back in the box to show you. Like I said, they were about $10, and then we went round the corner and there was basically a whole shop dedicated to chopsticks for $5. So maybe don't just get the first ones you see. We were happy to support a small shop that was running in Chinatown and get something we really needed. This is crazy random, but I did buy this basket in Durban. I used it as my checkout basket, you know, popped our bits in, and I said to them, do you sell the little baskets? And she said, yeah, we do. Gave me a price and I just said, yeah, that's fine. I don't recall it being expensive from memory, but I just thought it was really neat with the little flowers on. What am I going to do with this? I have no idea. I'll store some bits in it. Just thought it was cute. I honestly could probably do a whole haul just for Hong Kong Disneyland, but we're going to carry on because, you know, it's all part of it. So first thing I bought was a Shelly May. Shelly May is a teddy bear that was given to Minnie Mouse, similar to how Duffy is given to Mickey. We met Duffy the bear and I wanted to get a Duffy, but then I changed my mind because I already have a ginormous Minnie here at home and she sits on the bed behind me, and I thought it'd be really cute to have Shelly May sat with her. So it's like her bear, they match. Even though we didn't meet Shelly May, I just had to have one. I am sad actually that I didn't buy a Duffy as well, but you know, we could only get so much. We already bought other plush for some children in our life that we buy for. So we had a Daisy Duck and we had a Winnie the Pooh and Shelly May. It says she was 349 Hong Kong dollars, so I don't know what that is in pounds, but she comes with her own little tag and story in here. So the little card is just a little story about how Shelly May and Duffy came about, which is very adorable. I bought a rucksack. I loved it. Immediately when I saw it, I was like, that's coming home with us. We always are doing Disney parks, and Benji typically has a Disney rucksack, and I normally have a Loungefly or a small crossbody, so he takes the majority of our stuff and then I get to have something that matches my outfit. So honestly, this is probably going to be Benji's rucksack for now and moving forward. I'll use it. I like it. So we bought the bag and I've put everything Disney related inside. So let's go in and have a look at what we've got. I collect the pens that Disney sell that look like this. I have loads of them and I couldn't find any at all. I also couldn't find any pins. I think I only have a few, which I'll show you. I had a really lovely viewer called Millie, and she messaged me on the 9th of April. So it was about 2 weeks after we were there, and said, we're flying home from Hong Kong and they have a Disney store with this pin. And I remembered in your vlog saying you couldn't get a pin or a pen. Do you want me to grab them and then mail them to you? I was so grateful that someone thought of me. So she picked me up the pen. It's perfect. I don't have this design. It says Hong Kong Disney on it. I don't use them as actual pens. I just collect them. I don't know why. I have a whole pen pot of them in my office and I just love them. So thank you, Millie, for getting me the pen. And she also got me a pin, but we'll do the pins last. I had to buy a bag for my souvenirs, so I got this one from World of Frozen. I don't know when I'm ever going to use this again, if I'm being honest. It could make a good little shopping bag actually, but it's really cute. The detail on it is nice and the handles are really nice. You've got short and long and they're like a ribbon material, but they're nice and thick, and it's got a little popper on it. So yeah, I love that. I didn't get these things from Hong Kong Disneyland, but they're Disney themed, so I'll show you these next. So we went into a Miniso, which is my favourite store. That they have them in London actually, but they're everywhere in Southeast Asia, and we saw them in Singapore, in Kuala Lumpur and Hong Kong. So I popped into one of them. I think it was actually in Manila, and yeah, these are from Miniso, but they're lip balms, and I just thought they were so adorable. I already used this Lotso one, you can see they're all different scents. And we have Sully from Monsters Inc. and Winnie the Pooh. I think they're strawberry, honey and mint. And I couldn't pick, so I got all three. I also got some Lotso the Bear tissues because they're strawberry scented. How stinking cute are these? So I have a whole pack of those, and again, I already opened and used these. Back to Hong Kong Disneyland, I got this, which was 269 Hong Kong dollars. Again, no idea on prices, but this is adorable. It's a little zip pouch, and it absolutely chucked it with rain, and I tried to hold out, but it got to a point where I need an umbrella, so of course had to buy a Duffy umbrella. But also it comes as like, this turns into a tote bag, and then yeah, you can use this little bag. How cute is that? I'm actually going to pop this in my glove box of my car, because you never know, do you, when it starts raining. Oh, there's loads of stationery things I completely forgot about. Oh, this is so exciting. Okay, the next thing I thought I'd show you was actually a gift for my 30th birthday that Benji bought me, but we got it in Hong Kong Disneyland, so I thought I'd show you here. And it's a Pandora key ring. I've wanted to collect Pandora charms for a while, but never had the right moment, and I didn't want a bracelet because I already have, you know, chunky bracelets on my wrist that I love. So when we saw that they did a key ring and we could collect these like special charms, it was just the most perfect and thoughtful gift, and we had the best experience in the store. I've got the Minnie Mouse ears, a special Mickey and Minnie charm that says happily ever after on the back, and then I've also got a ship with an anchor. How adorable is that? The little ship, because we got married on a ship, and then this twists, hang on, and it says happily ever after on the other side, and the Minnie ears. I actually really want to put it on my car keys, but I don't want to damage it. It's so special, and I love that each one has a memory. It's just a really nice gift. Thank you, Benj. I bought some socks. I actually saw these and thought my friend Gary would love them, but they are Main Street ones. So they basically have the train station on. There's like all sorts of little Disney nods on them. They're really cute. I just thought they were really nice. You know when you see something you're like, oh, my friend will love those. So they're for Gary. And then I got myself some. These are Frozen ones because they had some like exclusive World of Frozen merch, and I really loved these. They're very like wintry, to be honest, but they are Frozen themed. So they've got Elsa's castle and Olaf and Sven. They're just very, very cute. I also had to buy some socks because mine got so wet. So I bought these tiny little grey ankle socks with Mickeys on them. This was one of those essential purchases. Like I just had to buy some. So yeah, just wore those with my white trainers. Didn't match, but didn't care. At least my feet were then dry. Oh, I forgot I got this jumper. I love this. They did actually sell this on the UK Shop Disney, and I've seen it in Florida before, I think. I saw it again, tried it on, and I just loved it. It's Tinkerbell. It's like a nice thin knit jumper, so easy to wear through the spring. Another tote bag. I just loved this, and it was in the sale, and it says Hong Kong Disneyland on it, and I loved the patches. And I remember this was like half price, I think. Yeah, 50% off. It was $300, so I got it for $150. So again, I don't think that was much money in pounds. But this is like a nice denim material bag. I love it. This would be perfect for like popping to the shops with my reading book or my laptop. Another key ring, and now I'm looking at it, I'm like, I didn't really need this, but I love it. It's a Duffy ears with a little captain hat. How cute is that? Where am I putting this? Where am I hanging it? Don't know. I think it might be cute on one of my Loungefly bags, actually. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what pulled me to buy this, but it's a Little Mermaid bag, and I think you basically can fold it up really small and it folds out into like a bigger tote bag. We always need stuff like this, especially when we travel, and we are off to Disneyland Paris soon. I feel like this could come in handy. I just loved the design. I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea it was this big. Why is it so big? It's a 40-litre bag and it's machine washable. A cleverly designed one pull bag. I mean, that is clever, but also, is that it? Does it just go like that? And then you just go, huh? And it folds up. Oh my gosh, that's actually genius. Look at that. It folds into a tiny little square. It is actually quite handy. I feel like maybe let's give myself more credit. Ooh, another little Christmas decoration from the world of Frozen. I love this little wooden decoration. We had to have something for the tree, and we didn't find that many Hong Kong Disneyland Christmas decks. So yeah, we got this one. I like it. I kept the little birthday thing that they gave me. What am I going to do with this? I don't know. I just couldn't leave it. Now, this was one of those purchases that is actually genius. I am so happy I got these. This is a headband holder. I actually wish I bought some more of these for my friends, and I hope they bring them over to Florida and Paris, because how many times have you had a pair of mini ears on your head and then wanted to take them off for eating or a ride? And I have one that's super similar from Etsy that I've used over and over and over. But when I saw that they actually sell Disney versions of these, I was like, yes, I have to have them. So I got the black one and the white. The white one I've already used actually on the trip, and it has loads of characters on it. And it's really simple. It's just a popper, and you just attach your ears in them, and then you can have them hanging off your handbag, which is brilliant. And then, yeah, got the black one as well. And it looks like they were 119 Hong Kong dollars each. Another keyring. I think I maybe forgot how many key rings I bought. But this is cute. This is actually so cute. I have no idea how much this was, but it's a Mickey shaped key, and then along the bottom is a load of the characters. I mean, that is actually adorable, isn't it? Look at that. It's got loads of detail on it. It says Hong Kong Disneyland. It's got a keychain and a clip, so you could have it on a bag or on your keys. Birthday button badge too, obviously. I also kept the tin. I mean, how could I not? This was from the Explorers Lodge Hotel. This was a freebie. They gave you your toothpaste and toothbrush and all the amenities in it. I did ask the housekeeping or mousekeeping, and they said that I could keep it, so I love that. Let's talk about pins. I've got Disney pins, normal pins, some stationery and plush to show you still, so we'll keep going. I love pin trading, and they do pin trading in Hong Kong Disneyland, so I managed to get some really cute ones, some that I'm going to continue to trade, some that I just thought were so good. I did actually buy a mystery pack, a couple of these actually, from the World of Frozen. Because they didn't sell individual Frozen pins, I had to buy these packs, and then obviously I had a couple of duplicates, so you'll see those on here too. But look at some of these pins I got. I got these, and then on this side I got all of these. How good are some of these pins? Look at Dumbo down there. This one is actually really cool. It's the 14th anniversary of Hong Kong Disney, and this is why I love pin trading, because sometimes you can find special ones like this and you're like, wow, I wonder why someone traded that. I had some really good trades, and I'm going to take this to Disneyland Paris with me and carry on trading some of the ones that I like, but if something better comes along, then you know, obviously. There were 3 pins in each pack, and I got 2 boxes, and these were the ones I got. I'm not sure if I'm doing justice with these, but these were the ones from my mystery box. Oh gosh, I'm not, am I? I should just show you them individually. Here we go. Frozen Ever After, the ride. I love this one, World of Frozen, and then this one as well. They're kind of like the logos. But yeah, got those. Benji bought me the Happy Birthday pin, which is so cute. I don't own this. Comes in a really nice little box, so I got that for my birthday as well. I did end up with 6 pins, but then I went on eBay and Vinted and I bought loads more, so I'll show you the ones I actually bought in Hong Kong Disney, and then I'll show you the ones I got online. First one is a 2024 pin. Obviously always get the year, and I like this. It's a bit different. Neon colours. I think they've got this theme over in Walt Disney World right now too. My first pin was a Finding Nemo one that Benji bought me. This I just thought was so nice with Nemo and Dory, and we'd just been to the Great Barrier Reef, so obviously. A lot of you know that Duffy and Friends are huge out there, and the only ones I could find was Lena Bell and Alumel, which is the little turtle, and the little fox, which I called her a cat the whole time, but I've been since informed that she is actually a fox. So I've got those 2, which I think are so cute and unique to, obviously, Asia. I don't ever see them, Duffy and Friends, in the other parks. I got 2 Frozen ones for being in the World of Frozen. I've got Sven and Kristoff. This one was an exclusive World of Frozen pin, and it came on this nice little postcard, and I love it. It is actually quite big, but that is gorgeous. The actual card is really nice too, and it's got Anna and Elsa's signature on the back. Adorable. Remember I said that the lovely viewer Millie got me the pen and a pin? Well, this was the pin she found for me, and it is perfect. It's actually the exact design that we bought Benji a t-shirt of as well. So he's got a plain white t-shirt with this on, and I just think this is so nice. I can't believe she found this for me. I love it. It's got like a white sparkle in the background. So good. Thank you, Millie. Then I went on eBay and Vinted, and I got some really cute finds, so I'll show you all of them. One of our favourite rides was Mystic Manor, and I bought this on eBay. It's a one family limited edition one. Loads of people were selling these from 2022, but I liked it because it said Hong Kong Disney on it, and you can see Albert, the little monkey, and these are the characters in the ride on Mystic Manor. Is his name Lord Mystic? I'm not sure, but I love this. These three I actually found on Vinted. You can get some really good pins on there that people are reselling, but I loved this one because it says the Castle of Magical Dreams, which is what they call their new castle, and it also says Hong Kong Disneyland on it, and it's got Minnie and Mickey and the white sparkle design as well. I just think this is absolutely beautiful. I think it was only about £7, you know, on Vinted. I had to get this one just because we had just got married, and Mickey and Minnie, any wedding ones of Mickey and Minnie I love, but also it does say Hong Kong Disneyland along the bottom, so I bought that. And then this last one I also got on Vinted, and I had to have a Duffy the Bear pin. I'm sorry, but that is absolutely adorable, isn't it? I love that. I wouldn't normally resort to buying secondhand ones that I didn't actually buy on the day in the park, but I think it's unlikely we'll be making our way to Hong Kong Disneyland anytime soon, and I really wanted ones that resembled the trip. I love and collect pin badges, not just Disney ones, but we love hunting them out. And honestly, part of the joy of collecting pins is the hunt as well, getting ones that you really love that hold a memory. And I really enjoyed looking for pins everywhere. We weren't always successful, and sometimes we had to resort to a Hard Rock because we know they sell pins in there, and Hard Rock cafe and restaurants are all over the world. But we did find some really cute ones, especially in New Zealand and Australia. We got quite a few in Singapore and then some random ones. So I pre-filmed this earlier, so let me just show you all our pins. These are the New Zealand pins. So we have a little sheep that says New Zealand on. We found one of the country. Obviously we went to the Hobbiton set, so we have the green door, and then I really liked this one with all the different signs on it. Even though we didn't go to all those places, I just thought it was quite nice. And then down here we have a Kiwi crossing and a Kiwi bird, and one from Rotorua as well, so a really nice selection from our time in New Zealand. For Australia we managed to get quite a nice selection, so let's start at the top. I love both of these from Sydney. I couldn't help but get them both. Then we have Bondi Beach and Brisbane, some really nice ones. Cairns, because we did the Butterfly Museum, and then the Sky Rail. This one is one of my absolute favourites from the Great Barrier Reef. We have a flag, and it's the shape of the country obviously, and then a few animals. I love all of these. They are such good finds. Singapore, we went to the Hard Rock to get some of the Hard Rock pins. So you can see we got two from there. Couldn't decide, we liked them both. I really loved the guitar one. I think this is so nice. You can see the detail on there with the Gardens by the Bay, the Marina Bay Sands. Love it. Then, of course, Gardens by the Bay. So we have the trees, and then a few from Universal. So a generic Universal Singapore, and a few that came in gift sets. So we have Sesame Street. I just liked the bee for the big bird, but it was so cute. Shrek, Hello Kitty, and a Minion as well. So that is everything from Singapore. And these were the final sort of miscellaneous ones. Tenerife and Cape Town. A few different flags from Malaysia, South Africa, and the World Cruise pin. Down here, we've got two from Manila because we couldn't make a choice, so we've got them both. And then this one is from Kuala Lumpur, which is also really pretty. As you can see, they're all Hard Rock Cafe ones. So they are the final pins. These were unrelated to the cruise, but they were so nice, like bookshop ones that I got in Sydney, I think. I found this hat in New Zealand when we were in the Bay of Islands. I think, was it in Russell that I got this? I am very pale and fair skinned, and it was very important that I had a hat on in some of the places that were really hot. I'll be honest, I hate hats, and yeah, it's a cute floppy hat. Do I love it? No, but I've got a massive head, and it was the only one that actually fit and didn't look horrendous. So I now own a hat, so no one can be mad at me. I will take that on future trips. And I also bought this bum bag, which is looking so sorry for itself now. I got this in Sydney. It's by a brand called Nere, is it? Nair? They seem to be maybe an Australian brand, but when I looked online, you can actually buy and ship to the UK, or you can buy in pounds anyway. And this little crossbody bag I used so much. It is in so many of my pictures, and you'll notice it. But the problem with it being white is it got so filthy. But I remember it was only about 10 or 15 pounds, and I loved that it had all these different pockets, and it was brilliant. It was like a Mary Poppins bag that held so much. So that was one of those items that got really loved on the trip. I did pack a black bum bag, but the white one went with more of my outfit, so I did end up wearing this more. Stationery bits. I have no idea where half these things were from. I do know that these were from Dimmocks. Is that what it's called, in Sydney, the best bookstore in the world. Benj and I were testing all the different pens, and this was an ink pen, and we just loved the way it felt to write with. So yeah, a bit of a random purchase, but we did buy this really nice ink pen. And we also got these for my diary. I love stickers, and these are travel stickers. How could I have left these? Look at these. I adore stationery and my planner and putting stickers in. And I think these are so nice. And I was also thinking, in case I wanted to do any form of scrapbook or memory book. Oh, there's loads. Oh my gosh, these are perfect. They've got loads of different ones for like your planner, so it's not just travel. That's so nice. I love the little icons too. Some more pens. These are by the brand Zebra, but I just thought these were so cute. Look at the design. They had everything in Asia in all the little stores, and stationery was just a dream. So yeah, I'm going to use these in my diary, all different colours. Limited edition. This looks boring, but it's actually just a really nice pen to write with. I've got that little one. This is by a brand called Zippy's Lab, and it's got the little mermaid, Ariel, and Flounder on there. Really cute, but it's like a resealable, reusable little pouch, which is really handy for like snacks and things in the car and just when we travel. So I picked that up. From memory, I think I got a few of these things when we shopped in that stationery store when we were in Manila in the Philippines. So I feel like this was from there. It was a company called Fully Booked. But anyway, I got these little folders. Basically, I thought this was so handy for like notes and bits, and it's magnetic. And then I got a bigger version, a pink one. You can put things in there. Could be nice to store our souvenirs in, actually. I really love a plush, and I collect them from various places. I try and be restrictive because they're quite bulky. So I said to Benj, let's get a few from places we go around the world, any animals we see or anything that sparks a memory. And I'll be honest, it did get a little bit out of hand. So it started with the orangutan when we went to Auckland Zoo, the first country, location and place that we saw these, and just thought we have to come home with one. We saw a whole family of orangutans at the zoo, and I just couldn't leave it. So cute. We did start naming them all, but I can't remember all their names now. Benj will have to remind us, but that was the first one. I'm pretty sure this one actually came second because this is a kiwi bird. We got this one in New Zealand. I loved the kiwi bird. We managed to see them twice on our trip, both times obviously in a zoo environment because they are nocturnal and they are so funny. They have such personalities. This little plush was made with 100% recyclable material. It's made out of 10 water bottles. It actually tells you all about how they make it and how sustainable the brand is, but they're called Eco Kiwi Toys, and it's just so cute. Like, I love it. And I know this is going to sound silly, but I was selective on the kind of animals I wanted and which ones. They all had a meaning or were ones that we fell in love with, and I tried to be, you know, once I picked one, that was the one. But I could not decide on a kangaroo. I ended up with two. That was because I bought this one first. I love this because she has a little Joey in her pouch, and I actually got this one in the supermarket where we bought the key rings from. So I got it all together. They had like a little souvenir area, and I just thought that was so adorable. But then I saw this one and I really liked it because it's the same sort of brand as a lot of these. They're made from the same company, which is Keel Eco, also 100% recyclable material. So I just thought they looked quite similar, and I just lost the plot at that point. So I do have two kangaroos, but not mad at that. I definitely bought the koala in Sydney because we went to the koala sanctuary in Brisbane, and this is actually a jelly cat. It was quite expensive, I'm not gonna lie, but adorable. So I had to get the koala. I forgot how cute she is. My favourite animal on the whole trip was an ostrich or an emu, and I had to have a plush to represent that. And this was the only one that I found that I loved, and I just loved her little face. But we actually bought this one in South Africa. It says locally born South African. It has the South African flag on her tail. We did actually see them on our Durban safari, and I just think this was so cute. So cute. So I got that. I got this little crab in a shell, which is handmade in Mauritius. I got this in the Seashell Museum, World of Seashells. I'm sorry, but that is just adorable, isn't it? I had to have him. The rhino we also got from South Africa. This was one of our favourite animals on our safari. This one is so cute. He also has the flag. The last one we bought in Tenerife at Siam Park actually, but a lot of you know that we saw the seals at Seal Island, in Hoot Bay, in Cape Town, but we also saw them when we literally were docking and they were on the front of the ship. And a lot of you have been teaching me the difference between a sea lion and a seal. So I think we saw a lot of sea lions. I think we also saw seals, but either way, they're so cute. And obviously got this little one to represent that. I can hear you saying, what are you going to do with all those, Brogan? Don't worry, I've made a space in my spare room here and I'm going to line them all up and have them on display. Take all their tags off, and they just remind me of the trip and all the memories we made, all the amazing animals we saw. So I love them. And actually I'll show you, here's a picture of me on the balcony holding them all because I was so chuffed. I also have the Arcadia bear obviously that will go with them. So that is all of the things we purchased. As I said, I'm sure there are things that I've missed off, or obviously I don't have any of the snacks or food things anymore. I love everything we picked up. It all holds so many nice memories. All the pins, postcards, the lovely Disney bits. It's just been a joy to have these new things in my life, and we had the best time ever. Have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in my next ones. Bye!